On day 3, we decided to go up to Ia, which is at the northernmost point of the island. It's renowned as having the best views and the most spectacular sunsets, and of course also super, super touristy. So we decided, well, we'll make the drive up there and check it out.
I wish there was one of those windmills with actual lights on it so you can see what it looks like.
Yeah. Look at that water. It's so beautiful.
Right. Yeah, it is very pretty. Very much like Colorado, though, in the sense that it's dry. You know what I mean? Like it's brown. It's probably green during a certain portion of the year, and then brown the rest of the year.
Maybe it's greener in winter.
Might be. It might be that that's the rainy season or whatever.
We decided to come along the non-caldera side of the island just to mix it up a little bit, and we found it was sort of more rural, which was sort of nice, you know, after having spent so much time in these super touristy spots. We found this little cutoff where there was a beach, I guess, you know, a little path to walk out to the water, and it was so beautiful. We just thought, hey, you know, we got all day, let's stop and walk out there.
So here we are, sitting in a little cave, looking at the beach. I thought we were going to take a picture, but apparently we're taking video. Alright, so I can swap them, and then you get us in the little screen. There you go. Beautiful little spot on the side of the road we just sort of discovered.
And we were so glad we did, because it was like this hidden little black beach there were no signs, nobody knew it was out there, I guess, other than the locals. And so we just wandered around. It was really, really neat to see, to find sort of a hidden spot that was all our own.
That's amazing.
It's my understanding on this backside of the island that this is where more of the locals that live there actually live. So it's more residential areas with a couple of hotels, of course, out on the beach. Further up the road, we found a little marina, which of course draws my interest. So we pulled over and walked around and looked. It was just sort of neat and peaceful. It's just a working marina. No tourists to be found, which is sort of nice after being so inundated by them. Once we arrived in Ia, it was apparent we were back in the tourist zone. Very crowded, difficult parking, but you know, very pretty. So we parked. We went into a little convenience store to get a few things and some water, mostly, I think, and then walked up the hill to start our day. Ia has some of the most picturesque, famously known parts of Santorini, in particular the famous three blue domes shot that you'll see in many promotional pictures.
Okay, so now we're on the other side, right? So remember that rock that we see on the sunset when we're in Fira, which is over there, looking this way. And this is the caldera, there's the volcano there. Pretty slick, huh?
So it was sort of funny. We were wandering around looking for a bathroom and having a hard time finding one for some reason. I think mostly just because it was our first time there. And so at random we said, you know what, it's lunchtime, let's just hop in this, let's just go in this restaurant and we'll have lunch. And so they sit us down, and it's literally overlooking the famous three domes, which was completely by accident, but really, really interesting, and of course, fantastic view right from the table. So we felt pretty fortunate there. We had our lunch and were able to enjoy the view and relax for a minute out of the heat. Afterwards, we walked down to the part where everybody was, lining up to take that picture from the same angle as the promotional pictures. But of course, there was a huge line of people waiting to do that, and so we decided to put that off for another day and continued to walk.
Aquí entramos y eso era el otro caminante.
As we walked, we came across this traditional Greek trio, I guess, playing instrumental music, which was set the mood perfectly for the afternoon. And eventually, we wandered into a square. We didn't want to go back to the hotel because it was a bit of a distance, and we decided to just sort of set in the square and lean back. And I think we both completely fell asleep in the square. We were just wore out. It was a nice shady spot with a nice breeze, so we relaxed for a bit there and waiting essentially for the sunset to happen. And then we went and found a nice restaurant with the sunset view and spent the evening watching the sunset and having a few beers.